Welcome to episode 15. And I was going to start this off in the end collecting shulkers because I need more shulkers, and that did not go well. I ended up with 3. I died right before I could collect the 4th one. I got this helmet, I got these ores, and more importantly, I got chorus fruit. Bam. So chorus fruit and the chorus plant are not like two separate things. They're like the grass and the fern situation. So that's another item off the list of things that I cannot get. And we will have to lose one more item frame or replace them with something else to be determined at a later date. So at the time, right now, and behind me, I added the big red mushroom stem. All we need is the big brown mushroom, the cactus flower, the crimson tree, the eye blossom, the nether sprouts, pale oak tree, pale vines, pitcher plant, short dry grass, tall dry grass, torch flower, the 4 tulips, and the warped tree. And there's a couple things in nether that we can get. We can get the warped tree and the nether sprouts. And then I can bone meal a brown mushroom to get the brown mushroom stem. So we can get those things out of the way really quick. Let's just get this while we're here. I already have this, but I need this. There we go. Here's our warped tree. Yeah, we already have all this stuff. Need blue biome and a brown mushroom. Should have gotten all this when I was getting those ender pearls. What, a month ago now? Ah, here we go. Here? Okay. We got this, and then we need... Got it. Alright. All that's left is a baby brown mushroom, and since there's a fortress right there, I'm going to see if there's any inside there. Or not. We can just leave. Or we can just die. Oh. I'm actually on my way to the dark oak forest for more of the brown mushrooms, because I know where those are, and those should be relatively easy to get. Wait a minute. I can just go to the swamp. They do have red mushrooms. Grab all of these out of spite. Huh, the waterfall changes colors. Like, mid-biome. Haven't seen that one before. I don't remember seeing this before. This is on my biome list. What is that? What is this? It's a heck of a broken portal. It's huge. I didn't know they made big ones. Alrighty. Crimson stem. Warp stem. Where's my mushroom? Where did it go? Okay. Oh, there it was. Bam. We only have just a few left, and subtract 1 from these. Here, we'll just remove that one for an example. This is all we have left. This is everything I mentioned earlier. This is the tulips, the warp stuff, and the stuff from the sniffer. I mean, not the warp stuff. You know, the pale oak stuff. We're almost done. Almost done with the flower board. It's only taken several episodes, but it's taken me on a lot of adventures, exploring the world, seeing new biomes, and I'm excited to be done with it, but also excited to be done with it, but also a bit sad that the end is this near. Assuming that I can find tulips in this world and that my game is not in fact bugged and does not generate tulips. Wouldn't that be funny? You guys should be super proud of me because between episodes, I did some major organizing and Look! Netherrack! Gravel, dirt, and just like the spare stuff that's overflow. This is the deep slate. It's extra items like saddles, banners, accidental weakness potions, stuff I'm never going to use. A whole chest of arrows, a whole chest of bone, or half a chest of bones, then more stuff I'm never going to use, but don't want to throw away just in case. And then in the house, we added 2 new chests to separate the plants from the food. And that's all organized. That's all organized. Look at all my tools, the wood types, all this. We'll see how long it lasts. It was organized as of the beginning of this episode. Just for posterity's sake, it was organized at the beginning of this episode. But since we're here and we have 49 levels, I really need to add looting to Looty. I don't think I have any books up there, so... Paper, leather... I don't think that's enough. That's 5 books. We'll see how far we get with 5. I mean 7. Okay. Not a great set of books. What we did do, though, is that I now have a second bow, and I want to add flame, unbreaking, etc. on it. I think I can add this to my sword. That'd be nice if I could. So the next time I do, like, any sort of raid, I can employ a flame bow. And I have a name for it, but I'm not going to name it until I actually have the enchantment on it. Let's see about getting one more book. Oh, and I also added these bookshelves for all the useless enchantments that get me nowhere. Hold on. Efficiency, punch, projectile protection, breaking. All of these are failed enchanted books that don't give me anything. Except for this one. We'll see if we can add this one to Looty. Okay. That sucks. What a waste of a book. Looty can't be called Looty until Looty has looting. It's something. Okay, so the plan for the rest of the episode is to do some landscaping, and by landscaping I mean deforesting. Because I would really like to get started on like the rest of the island, and with all these birch trees in the way, it's messing up my ability to like start planting things. So I want to continue this kind of path that I have here through the wheat, take it up and through here, and cake out all these trees, save all the leaves, and then start putting at least a shell, or at least the perimeter of everything else, like the greenhouse, conservatory, like all this other stuff that I'd like to build. But these trees are very distracting, and I can't see the elevation changes or anything, and I'd like to replace them with some custom trees. A few big ones, a few little ones, some biodiversity instead of this one monocultural forest. If you saw my trees video, or if you haven't seen my trees video, go check it out. I worked really hard on it. So yeah, I don't think that's going to be the entire rest of the episode, but some headway on this would be really nice. So yeah, we are going to do some deforesting, some path making, some landscaping, and we'll see how far we get. I can't. Oh, you're just teasing me. Why? Ugh. I won't do it because I haven't found the biomes yet. I don't think I found. I know I may have flown over the flower forest at some point and just not seen it, but I definitely haven't passed this. Oh, where are you? Oh man, I can't even hit you when you're invisible. Go away. Go away. Meanwhile, suppose I should take a break to give you an update. In between time lapses, I was burning through shears and realized that I can enchant my netherite hoe, which does still need a name. FYI, it does still need a name, along with the axe and the shovel. I'm all ears. Open to suggestions. What do you got? So anyway, I went through the process of enchanting the netherite hoe with silk touch, efficiency, unbreaking, and or we already had mending. And then I went fishing, trying to get enchantment levels and hopefully a looting book or a silk touch book, and that did not happen. But then this happened. Sitting here fishing, trying to get a looting book or a silk touch book or any kind of enchanted book that isn't what I already have, and I fish up this fishing rod. This is water break. These are water breaks enchantments. This is the fishing rod I just fished up. Look at the sea, lure, unbreaking, and mending. 2, 3, 3. Like this isn't inherently better fishing rod. I need to rename water break now. So yeah, now I have a super OP fishing rod that yet doesn't have fortune on it because I'm not good at finding books in the fishing or while fishing. So we're gonna go and get some oak leaves because I don't really like birch leaves, and then farm some mangrove leaves eventually. We're just gonna get a lot of trees. I know I said I was gonna do forest, but if I'm gonna recreate bigger trees, I do need a lot of leaves. So we're slowly clearing out the area. Well, that was a lot of deforesting. In all that, we got all these birch leaves, all these oak leaves, all this wood and that moss, assorted extra leaves. You got mangrove, oak, birch, dark oak, cherry, and then I had to get another shulker. This is all mangrove leaves. It's not a ton of progress, but I did need all the extra non-birch leaves so I can properly decorate my trees that I plan to build, and I don't like birch leaves, so I had to cut out all the birch trees, replace them with oak and dark oak and everything like that. And mangrove, most importantly, those are massive, massive trees. They're not fun to cut down. So I can make the trees that I want to make. So, as soon as I get design settled, and I have a couple in mind, we will pick some spots to put them in, and then turn some of the logs into wood so you lose the interior tree texture. Make some fences, and then get to some tree designs. That took 3 stacks of leaves to work, and it's not even that big of a tree. Also, mad respect to the people who build these trees on the regular in survival mode. I had such a hard time because I'm so used to building them in creative mode that I highly recommend, if you can get your hands on it, slow falling potions. They only last for 4 minutes, but those 4 minutes were very productive compared to when I was constantly falling and fighting with scaffolding. So here's the small version of the tree. I have footprints for the big ones over there, and I'm really missing the pale oak wood. I don't like how monotone this is, but we still don't have that. So this is hopefully, maybe, what the rest will look like, or at least some of the rest will look like. Not sure yet. I totally freehanded this. I didn't base it off any one specific thing. Also, I have some good news and some bad news. I went to go check the metadata for the advancement, for the adventuring advancement, just to see which biomes I had discovered. Good news, I have not actually flown over the flower forest biome. Bad news, I still haven't found the flower forest biome. It is somewhere undiscovered yet on this world, along with a couple others. I think there's like 12 others that were missing. And some I thought I had, but one I realized I didn't, and that is the mangrove swamp. I think I bought this original propagule from a trader before I started doing the flower board. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done that. So that's on the list, along with a couple frozen biomes and some others that I can't remember off the top of my head. But once we find the pale garden and all the other things, I can make the trees I want to make, which will be nice. But for now, because we have these extras here, and I would like to be able to have all the resources that I would normally build out of available before I do another one. It's not bad. And I could probably switch these fences out for the tuff, because they look a little bit odd with the gray. But, hold on, I wanted to wait till the sun was setting so you could see the firefly effect. There it is. Hold on. Let me get this out of here. Yeah. So I have one back here. And I have one up there in that branch on a moss block. Well, I don't have anywhere to put this. Let's just put that there. Just because I like this effect so much. And my idea, I had this as I was cutting down all these trees, is the vibe that I'd like to go for moving forward is a kind of enchanted forest kind of thing, especially with the new firefly bush. To have the really tall, piney-ish trees, not oak trees, but have it also look kind of overgrown, which means long-term doing something to either change the palette of this house or make it look less clean. But yeah, that's kind of what I'd like to do long term once I get the hang of building these trees in survival mode. To have a bunch of them here, here, all around here. Definitely some huge ones. There's a trident drown trying to kill me. Ugh. Ah, I think I put my bow in a chest. I did. What the heck? Did I put my sword away too? I didn't. Ow! Why? You came all the way out of the water just to murder me. Look at all these. You're ruining my landscape. Ah! Oh, shoot. Where did you all come from? Oy. And of course I need to put this back. Huh. What? Ugh. Are we done? I think we're done. Also, for the foreseeable future, unless I'm doing combat, I think I'm going to play with my helmet off. So yeah, let me know what you think about that. Apologies if you can hear the thunderstorm outside in the background. Priority for next episode is finishing the flower board, or at least getting all the rest of the naturally occurring blocks that I need. We'll save all the sniffer stuff for a later date, but I really, really want to be able to have the pale oak, and I want to finish off the tulips. There's nothing in that biome except for the tulips that I need, but I really, really, really want all those pale blocks, or the pale oak blocks. And I think that's a good place to leave this off. Next episode, we will kick off adventuring for tulips, for the pale oak, and for whatever else we find in the meantime. For now, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next episode.